Good morning. I got Eli here with me, and we are going to interview Josh and Tim, who are at a convention called IT Nation Secure. We're going to find out what's going on. But before I do, go to dstech.net and subscribe to our newsletter so that you get the latest tips and news about cybersecurity and productivity, all kinds of stuff. And it's getting better. I have improvements to my newsletter this week. So anyway, what's going on? Tim and Josh, where are you?
Hey everybody, Josh Maringer, Operations Manager here at DS Tech. We are down here in hot and humid Orlando, Florida right now at ConnectWise IT Nation Secure. So if you're a customer of ours, you may or may not be familiar with ConnectWise, but they're our biggest vendor. They do our remote monitoring management for us, all the patching, a lot of the cybersecurity services that we provide for you. And so we're down here, learning about all the new cybersecurity tips and tricks. There's 1,400 people down here, so there's quite a crew. Wow. There's 65 vendors down here, so we're here evaluating some new tools about how we can secure your business and all those kind of things. There's 2.5 days of content. You took in a lot of cool things last night and already this morning, so it's been really great. So.
It's been really great so far. You got cut off there for a second. Cool. Tim, are you learning some new stuff?
Oh, yes. Meeting up with all the other security specialists at the OpCos. And, I just attended an insurance, an MSP event, and I learned so much more about the insurance in the MSP world than in that 45 minutes than I would have doing my own research in a couple hours. So it's really nice to have really smart people get to the meat and potatoes real quick and just go through all the bullet points that you can take away and take back to your team and just go from there.
And improve how everything's going here, what we do for our clients. Cool beans. So, Eli, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering, are there any speakers or anything that you're looking forward to seeing so far, or, anything coming down the pipeline that you're really excited about?
So this morning there was a really cool keynote. It wasn't really directly to cybersecurity, but this guy was talking a lot about physical security, and he's a professional lockpicker and those kind of things. So while not directly related to cybersecurity, it really got you in the mindset of always think about your security first. And that's our mantra with cybersecurity, is security first. So it was just cool to think through that and see it through another lens.
Absolutely.
Awesome. How about you, Tim?
There's not really anyone in particular, but kind of like the whole kind of deviant one that did this morning about the physical security. I've always watched, even before this, those DEF CON videos where they like to give the stories about how they break into places using, silly memes and stuff like that, where you can have the best security in the world, but you leave one little open area here and everything you put in place is null and void. So that was kind of neat. I'm looking forward to some of the more cybersecurity related ones with SIEM, like the Huntress. I think there's some speakers from Huntress that are going to be speaking I'm interested in hearing from and things like that. So yeah, basically the ones that we use in our security posture stack, if they're around, I like to listen to those, get some more details, and maybe listen to some other ones that are out there, just kind of bounce ideas and see what the options are.
Cool. And speaking of options,
there's a lot going on down here. Every hour there are 10 activities to choose from. So it's a hard decision every hour. Oh. Tim and I are going, which one do we want to go to? Because there's so much quality content.
You can only pick one, cool. Like 10 every hour. And just to show you, I'll kind of walk through real quick in the vendor area here. It'll be hard for me to say anything, so I'll probably mute, but I'll do a quick walkthrough while maybe Josh talks, just so you can get a grasp at how big the vendor area is here.
I wonder if I should make him Yeah. Can I do that?
Yes. So as you can see, there are 65 vendors there. So not only almost all of the vendors that we use already, but there's some new vendors that we're evaluating and talking to, in addition to meeting with our current vendors to let them know what our needs are, how they can improve, all those kind of things. So it's really neat to be able to interact with everybody and meet in person with a lot of the people that we've only interacted with via Teams and email and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
That's cool.
Make the human connection.
Okay, so here's an off-the-wall question. You guys have been to events before. What would be your biggest piece of advice for anybody attending events, and why would they attend them?
I would say the biggest thing is just get out of your shell and network. We're all nerds and we're all kind of introverted and those kind of things, but you got to put yourself out there and talk to people. And it's just amazing what you can learn just from interacting with other businesses like yours, interacting with the vendors. If you go sit in the corner, you're not going to learn anything from anybody. So if you're going to take the time to go to something, make it worthwhile.
And meet some people. And you never know what kind of bridges you build by meeting the other people too.
One of the
Exactly.
at the newbie orientation was essentially before they even started talking about anything, they forced everyone to, all right, before we start, everyone's got to talk to each other for 5 minutes first. So kind of break the ice. And then it was actually neat to see how many, once it started, it was hard to stop people from talking. Because it's like, you got to just break that ice and start going. And then everyone was willing to share. So
That's cool.
That's
That's
neat.
super cool. Do you have any more questions, Eli?
Gosh, you guys have answered a lot of questions that I didn't even get the chance to ask you.
So they
Awesome.
answered them with, yeah, go ahead, Josh.
I was going to say that we're just really excited and energized, and we have another full day and a half here. So still a lot more to come. We're excited about what we're going to bring back to Michigan and just how we can help keep our customers secure and efficient.
I love that we're always bringing the latest and greatest to our customers. That's super cool stuff. Yeah.
I mean, cybersecurity doesn't stand still, so we don't either.
No.
So that's why continuing education is so important. And
Absolutely.
thanks to ConnectWise for throwing this event. This is the biggest cybersecurity event in the country in our space. So that's why it was important for us to send 2 people down here.
I didn't even know that. I knew it was big, but I didn't know it was that big. Like the biggest. Interesting. That's cool stuff. Well,
And all
thanks
the
for sharing. Yeah.
everyone else is like 2,500 people or something of that nature, just with just the attendees, 300 ConnectWise employees, 70 vendors who all bring 5 people for each vendor. It's quite big.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys bring back.
Yes.
So
Either.
be safe, have fun, enjoy, network, all that good stuff. And if you guys have any questions, if our audience has any questions, drop them below the video. We'd be happy to answer them. And make sure you drop by dstech.net and sign up for our newsletter. So we'll see you next time.